everybody. And welcome to the graveyard shift. I know that glycemic low's just about to kick in. You've had the carbohydrates for lunch. You sat through the last two presentations, propping up the eyelids, and now it's the final two, and you think, well, people have left. If I sit at the back, I can go to sleep. No, you can't. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you go to sleep, because I'm going to tell you today how you can look good naked. Woo! Who wants to see me get naked? I thought they'd get a response. I thought they'd get a response. Before I do that, let me just tell you one thing. Somebody said to me the other day that I speak very quickly, and I know I do. It is one of my failings. So you have two choices. You can listen faster, or you can just bear with me. I will try and slow down. While we were sitting here and I was listening to all the very slow speakers, I was going, they're speaking a lot slower than me. I was going, I know, Oprah, I'll be Oprah, Oprah. Slow down, Oprah. So I'm trying to be Oprah. If I don't make it and I carry on talking fast, you'll forgive me, won't you? Yeah. Really? That didn't sound very forgiving. Did you not listen to the last speaker? Anyway. So, why is it important to look good naked? Well, just imagine that your authentic self, the self that you were truly meant to be, had possessed everything that you need to live in the most amazing, purpose-filled life. We had relationships that were open and honest, everybody loved you, and your world just spun on you were at the top of your tree or in your branch. Somebody once said to me, you're in your branch, it's like a colloquialism up north, when you're happy. Not heard of it. By the way, you're on your branch, you're happy. Just imagine your life was like that. Would it be good? Hands up if you'd like a life like that. Yeah, it looks pretty positive. Well, if you're your authentic true self, if you can learn to look good naked, then you can. And here's 3 reasons why it's important to look good naked. The first reason is if you can learn to accept yourself as who you truly are, as who you were born as, that beautiful, authentic person, you don't get to hear those 2 voices in your head. You know the voices I'm talking about, don't you? The one on the right that says, wow, you're a fantastic person, you really did great, wow, that was wonderful. And the one over here that says, it might be the other way, I don't know, but the one over here that says, oh, I don't know what the hell you think you're doing. Get off that stage. Do you remember, you know those voices? The ones? Yeah. So when you accept yourself, you don't get to hear them. So that's a good reason, isn't it? Good reason? Yeah. Okay. The second reason to learn to accept yourself and look good naked is because if you can truly accept yourself, it makes it so much easier to truly accept everybody else. Because you realise that they're just like you. And when you love and accept everybody else because you see their authentic self, people are just attracted to you because they know they're not being judged. They know that you are not looking at them, making up stories about who they are and what they're doing. And so your relationships are improved. Another great reason to accept yourself. And the third reason I'm going to give you today, and I'm sure there's a massive list, but the third reason I'm going to give you today is if you can accept who you truly are, it makes it so much easier to live on purpose, to do the work you were meant to do, to live your authentic life, to make the impact in this world that you were meant to make. And we've heard a lot about that today, about living on purpose. You can only really live on purpose if you truly accept yourself. So 3 great reasons. So why is it that we don't? Why is it that we don't accept ourselves? Well, I've come up with a few theories. The first one, and I'm glad the media, oh, you're still here. The first one, advertising. Have you noticed just how much advertising is devoted to making you feel less than you are? Rarely is a message, oh, buy this is a fantastic product. Actually, Apple say that, don't they? And they're right. Sorry, didn't mean to advertise. I'm an Apple fan, love you, love you. Really is that the message. Normally we're being told you can be better, faster, more attractive, slimmer, younger, you name it, if you've only got the thing they're selling. Now, the business people amongst you will know that if you went to business school, that you're told to sell benefits, to look for the pain, the problems, aspirations, issues and needs, and sell that. But come on. Maybe we should give some more thought to the impact that's having on people's self-esteem. But that would be a whole other discussion. And maybe I'll talk about that some other time if I'm invited back. Talking of negative messages from advertising, ladies, the worst one I ever heard was this. Menopausal skin. Now I ask you, what on earth is menopausal skin? I'm sitting there watching the telly, and suddenly I've got a new illness to worry about. Menopausal skin? Now I'm assuming they mean old skin, because clearly being old is not the in thing to do. I'm 50, by the way. It was my birthday 2 weeks ago. 50. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, because it's not good to be old. We're always told that we need to look younger, advertising again. But then the worst thing is the young don't even escape. They too are being told they could be hip, cool, fly, whatever cool word is going around amongst the young people today, and I'm pretty sure it's not cool. When I said that to my kids the other day, they go, cool, Mum, cool? Who says cool? What's the word, Josie? She don't know. Sick, bear, sick is some word. Do you have kids? Do you have teenage? Who's got teenage kids? Hands up if you've got teenage kids. Oh, he's here. Oh, does he look at you like, oh my God, you're so embarrassing. Please don't go anywhere with me. Yeah, I've got that. The other day, my son said to me, Mum, will you drive me to school? Because I've got to be there in the evening. I said, yeah, sure. And he said to me, park round the corner. Park round the corner. Taxi service, park round. Oh. It doesn't bear thinking about. But it's not only advertisers. You've got loads of family and friends who are always queuing up to just tell you that little thing that you already knew, but they assumed you haven't noticed. Oh yes, look like I put on a bit of weight you have these days. Dad, do you not think I've got a mirror? Why are you telling me? Here's a tip. Uninvited feedback is only useful if the person can do something about it there and then. Otherwise, keep it to yourself. It ain't helpful. Not only do you have relatives and friends, but you've got those ZZ celebrities. Who knows what a ZZ celebrity is? Shall I tell you? Yeah, you know you've got an Excel spreadsheet, and it goes AA after you've done the normal alphabet, and AB, and if you keep going over to the right forever, you get to ZZ. They're the celebrities on that list. They are so far away from famous, they don't even know it begins with F. And then you get these shows, don't you? They line them up, and they get some poor person whose only crime is that they're famous, and these people aren't. And they sit there putting the boot in, don't they? Well, yes, you know, the other day when she wore that dress, I don't know why she picked it. It was only £10,000. You could have spent more. Or something ridiculous like that. Because we've always been bombarded, being told that we're not good enough. But the problem is, none of that really matters, because who you truly are never changes. Your authentic self is the same. It can't be changed. Now you ask yourself, when you were born, okay, when you were born, you were about that big, maybe that big, I don't know, poor mum if you were that big. But anyway, when you were born, you were just a bundle of joy and happiness. You maybe smiled at the nurse and you thought, God, you look like your grandfather. But every part of you since that day has completely changed, because your cell process constantly renews itself. So there's not a single part of you, unless you're that guy in that strange case of whatever his name was in the film. Benjamin Button, there you go, unless you're him, and I'm even sure he changed. Nothing that you were born with is here today. But you're still you, aren't you? You're still yourself. The person that travels through time with you is still you. Let me illustrate. So I'm going to get technical here now. Technical. So imagine I have this diamond. No, it's not real, because if it was real, I wouldn't be standing here, obviously. So I've got this diamond, and I'll take my diamond, here comes the technical bit, and I'll put in a bucket of yucky stuff. Technical term, yucky stuff. So I put my diamond in a bucket of yucky stuff. And I'll take my diamond in a bucket of yucky stuff, and I'll put in a bigger bucket of yucky stuff. And I'll take my diamond in a bucket of yucky stuff, and a bigger bucket of yucky stuff, and I'll bury it in a cesspit. So what's happened to my diamond?
Still a diamond.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. It doesn't matter what you put on it. It doesn't matter what you do to a diamond. It will still be the diamond. And that's what I would say about us. It doesn't really matter what we do to ourselves. We still stay the same. And the things that we put on, the things we choose to wear that cover up our authentic self, I would say are like clothes. That you could liken them to garments. Because clothes do a number of things for us. Clothes protect us from the elements. We wear clothes in the Western Hemisphere to protect us from the elements. They give us our identity and status. They express our creativity. And so they define us, our clothes do. And the metaphorical things that we put on does that does that also. When I started off, I was talking about the media, and I was saying that, it's always on our back. But recently, there was a trend to starting to look good naked. And what I'm going to try and do is show you how you can take off your metaphorical garments and look good naked. Because when you look good naked, metaphorically and spiritually, you are your authentic self. Before we do that, I've got a little quiz. Just to illustrate the point, just to illustrate the point of what our clothes do for us. So here you go. So this is a clothes quiz. Guess the identity. And unfortunately, there's no prize for the winner. So, I'm going to show you pictures and you're going to tell me what their identity is, what you associate with that with. So, security guard, any other offers? Bodyguard, secret agent. Yep. I think the answer here is a special agent FBI, because that's what I wrote. So the others do count. And next person, there you go. They're all headless, by the way. Lumberjack. Skinhead. Sorry, you got to say skinhead, you got to say it properly. South London style. Skinhead. Okay, a skinhead. What's that? Headless for a reason? Absolutely. Yep. No, a businessman, a banker. That's why he had no head. This is my son's favourite. What's that? Ninja! Yeah, he's really into ninjas for some reason. I don't know why. And this one, who knows what this is? Maybe the older people amongst us. Punk! Yes! I showed this to people and they said, I don't know what it is. They're all young. What do you mean you don't know what a punk is? It's a punk. And this one, nobody say paedophile because it's not allowed. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? That's so bad. But it's also funny. Yes, clergyman or priest. And this one.
Goth.
A goth? No, what's that? Emo. There you go, it's an emo. Emo or an emotionally challenged youth. That's what it says. Isn't it? Emo. Yeah. And finally, this one, my favourite. What's this? Now, I call these people Darwinian experiments. These are the people who pretty soon will be taken out of the gene pool because they haven't learnt that trousers go around your waist as opposed to round your thighs. Because when they're around your thighs, you can't walk. And I saw one of these people, who we are calling candidates for Darwinian law of natural selection, running down the road being chased by the police with his trousers down here. And he tripped over and thought, pull up your trousers, you fool! They get around your waist. Anyway. Oh, there you go, wrong one. That's not my slide. So yeah, your clothes provide you with your identity. And we just had a bit of fun with that. So, what are the metaphorical garments that we choose to wear? And I did say we choose to wear them because we don't have to wear them. But we choose to wear that cover up our authentic self. And how can you take them off? Well, I think the first step is to recognise that you're wearing them, to recognise that you're wearing them and the impact they have on you. We heard a lot today about how your mind dictates your behaviour and how your mind affects your body. And it's the same thing, because these are psychological clothes. They affect the way you feel about yourself, and if you can take them off, you can feel much better. So I'm going to tell you about the metaphorical clothes that I think we sometimes choose to wear. Now, by the way, here's the health warning. This is a metaphor. Did you go to school? Metaphor. A metaphor is likening something to something else. Okay, you get that? It doesn't mean that if you possess any of these clothes that you are necessarily feeling any of these emotions, okay? I don't want you to label yourself. It's just a metaphor. Have you all got that? Yes, good, yeah. Clear. Somebody told me I should express that very clearly because they were wearing one of them and they felt quite sad. Anyway, the first thing I'd say we choose to wear to cover up our true authentic self is a gilet. Is it gilet? 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 I never get it right. It's a gilet, yeah. I just call it a gillet. I know, it's like Grand Prix. It's terrible. So my mum says, Yeah, oh, my husband, oinks. Don't you mean onyx? Yeah. Anyway, so we're a gilet of unworthiness. And we wear it because we feel unworthy. And we feel that we're not good enough. But the thing about gilets and the thing about feeling unworthy is that it gives you a false sense of security. You tell yourself you're unworthy so somebody else can't say it to you instead. So you label yourself to avoid being labelled. But just like gilets, labelling yourself doesn't protect you. Now, if you've ever worn a gilet in bad weather, you'll know that is a false sense of security. It might keep your body warm, it does nothing for your arms. So I would suggest that you take off your gilet of unworthiness and you put it aside. The next thing that people wear is underwear of I'm not good enough. Now, underwear is something that we wear that protects our most intimate parts and wear it close to our skin. And when you wear metaphorical underwear of I'm not good enough, you're protecting the parts that you don't want other people to see, your most tender bits, because you want to feel safe. But just like our gilet, they don't really protect you because they hide the best bits of you, because your authentic part is the best part of you. So I would suggest that you take off your underwear. I'll find it. There you go. Let's find some pretty big knickers. I think they're quite sexy, actually. There you go. And you throw it away. Discard it. Now here's the one that I always have, okay? Shoes of discontent. Now the women amongst us will get the shoes of discontent bit. People wear shoes of discontent because they're continually discontented with their life. They never see the joy, they never see the benefits. They always see the negative side. They're looking at the glass half full. So how shoes of discontent work for the guys amongst us? What you do is you go into the shop and you see the best shoes. Oh my God, I have to have those shoes. But unfortunately they're not in your size. They're just like half a size too small, or they just don't come up right. And you put your foot in it and they're squeezing, and you think, it doesn't matter, I'll wear them anyway, they're going to stretch. So you buy your shoes of discontent and you go out and you get like 4 feet from your house and they really hurt, and you come home from the party without them because your feet are hurting. And you swear blind that the next time you go to buy shoes, you're going to buy the ones that fit. You're going to be satisfied. You're going to enjoy them. You don't care what they look like. You're going for comfort. And what do? You go back to the shop. You see another cool pair of shoes, and they don't fit, and you buy them again. You're never contented. So take off your metaphorical shoes of discontent that makes you always discontented with your life, and put them away. Some people wear hats of invisibility. Now, hats of invisibility make the wearer feel invisible. They wear them because they don't want people to see their true vulnerability, to see their true feelings. How many times have you sat there while somebody has said something that completely cut you to your core, and you've not said anything? You've hidden yourself, you've hidden your true feelings. Or how many times have you really wanted to speak up because you had something really great to contribute, but you feared being ridiculed, and so you just sat there and didn't say anything? You hid yourself under your hat of invisibility. But I would say that you should take off your hat of invisibility and throw it away. Because if you don't show your true self, you're playing small. And nobody shines because you choose not to. Marianne Williamson said, your playing small doesn't serve you. Other people are not made great simply because you choose not to shine. But even worse than that, the really, really sad thing about hats of invisibility is they come with one of these bags. And these are the sort of bags that jewellers have, and they put precious stones in. Sometimes they're blue velvet or black velvet. And inside these bags, the people who wear hats of invisibility put one of these, or they put this, their heart. Because they think that if they're invisible and they protect their heart, then they'll be safe. But the sad thing about the bag is it works in two directions. It's okay, it keeps everybody else, keeps you in, but then it keeps everything else out as well. It doesn't allow you to connect to anybody. The things we wear to hide our authentic self are covering up who we truly are. And as I said at the beginning, I was talking about the diamond. Who you are isn't defined by what you think about yourself, what anybody else thinks about you, or what you do. It can never be who you are. It's just what is happening. And so, if you can step away from the chattering in your head, from the labels, and be your authentic self, then you'll have all the tools that you need to live a fabulous life. Because once you can truly accept yourself, as I was saying, it's so much easier to accept everybody else. Because you'll realise that both you and them have not changed, that your authentic self is still the same. And I would say, if something never changes, then it's got to be eternal. And if it's eternal, then it has to be boundless, it never ends. So if it's boundless and eternal, it means it connects to everything. So your true authentic self, being eternal and boundless, connects to everybody else. So we're all connected, we're all one. We don't need to see ourselves as separate and different if we can accept ourselves as we are. So my advice is, I suggest that you take off all the clothes that you're wearing, hiding up your true authentic self, and you learn to look good naked. Because it's all you need to do to love and accept everyone else.